So today I'm here to talk to you about a new Festo offering, which is a CPX-AP-A, which is a great centralized I/O solution, which marries perfectly with our distributed solution for remote I/O, CPX-AP-I. The APA, effectively, it's a manifold with the capability of putting I/O nodes along the backplane, as well as sandwiching in valve manifolds as well, as including proportional pressure regulation. And so in this new CPX-AP-A centralized manifold solution, we have your standardized M12 and or M8 connections for digital I/O, for analog I/O, I/O link, as well as options for your valve manifolds. What's great about the CPX-AP-A is that it's centralized, but oftentimes in the real world you're going to have I/O that has a requirement 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet down the line. And so what you need to do is use the CPX-AP-I, which allows you by daisy chaining to bring in all of your other I/Os on demand where you need them. So whether it's the valve terminals, whether it is digital inputs or outputs, whether it's I/O link devices, or whether it's analog I/O, we have the capability of bringing all of that I/O back to your supervisory PLC. It's important to understand that with Festo, connectivity is important. We understand that realistically, many of our OEMs and end users are using a different type of PLC. It might be a Schneider PLC, Rockwell, Omron, Beckhoff, or Siemens. It doesn't really matter to us because we have the field bus capabilities within our CPX and API solutions so that we can connect directly to their PLCs. Because we daisy chain both communications and power, you have the ability of creating safety zones or commissioning zones such that whenever you bring the power up on a machine or take it down, you have the ability of controlling separate zones of importance based upon when they should and should not be powered on. In addition, because we can travel 50 meters in between nodes, there could potentially be a voltage drop, and so you also require that additional localized 24-volt load power to be applied. Beyond just the overall distance that you can travel in between nodes, we have the capability of placing upwards of 80 nodes on a singular field bus node string. That means if you were to ignore this one right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nodes that you see on this board. All right? What that means is you could go all 9 nodes, 50 meters in between, if that was really required, and you have no issue with data transmission. You have class-leading speeds with the transmission of data, as well as the capability of integrating directly into our valve terminals. Oftentimes, many other manufacturers who sell distributed I/O, because they're not Festo, because they don't manufacture the valve terminals, you have to purchase a separate I/O link node to communicate to the I/O link top hat that's on the valve. Here we can go directly into it, daisy chain in and daisy chain out directly to another I/O link or digital I/O or analog I/O solution.